message for the chosen. It's important for you all to know that your enemies are celebrating. They're celebrating because they're under the impression that they've won something here. Now, there is a sleight of hand that's happening in the spiritual realm that they are not aware of. The Most High and your spiritual team are far ahead of the game, of course, because you are getting ready to receive something greater than even you could imagine. And this is going to throw a curveball at your enemies because they're not going to see it coming. They've been able to gauge your success from a distance because they've been watching you obsessively, tapping into your energy, trying to see, are you still thriving? Are things moving ahead for you? But this reward that's getting ready to come into your life is one that they cannot anticipate. And so because they don't see it coming, they can't throw in a curveball to try to postpone it or to stop it. The Most High and your spiritual team has allowed your enemies to gather to celebrate and has created an illusion for them that they have somehow overtaken you or they have won in some way or another. And while they celebrate, the whole objective was to gather them all together on one accord in the same energy, not necessarily in the same space in the physical realm, but in the spiritual realm. They're all on one accord, assuming that they have the upper hand. And so they're in the right energy to receive a judgment that they cannot anticipate. They acted in a very unethical manner. They did a lot of things behind the scenes to try to betray you, to stab you in your back, because their goal, their objective was to see you flat on your face. They watched you from behind the scenes while you received much recognition and reward. And they plotted against you to see if they could find a way to weaken you. But they don't understand that the Most High has strengthened you to the point where you have no weak spots left. Any of the weak spots that you did have, you've worked on them and you have healed. And so while they think they have the upper hand, your spiritual team is protecting you 24/7. Your enemies are being thrown a curveball. It's a distraction. It's really a test for them by the Most High to see, are you going to continue? Are you going to continue in your foolishness, even under the impression where you think that this person has lost? They think that's chosen. They think that you have lost. The Most High is testing them to see, are you going to continue in your wickedness, even though you think you've won? And the fact of the matter is, they're going to lose this test. They're going to lose it really badly because their ego will not allow them to stop. For them, their greatest desire is to see you down and to keep you down. They never want to see you get back up again. And so they failed the test. And so this is why their judgment is very, very harsh. But in the meantime, you are safe. You are protected. You're placed into a protective bubble while destruction comes down upon their head. It's the same as, I forget what scripture it was in the biblical text, where I think it was Sodom and Gomorrah, they was all celebrating, celebrating, drinking, partying, sexing. They was doing a whole bid, and they all got destroyed together. in the midst of their celebrating because they thought they had won. They thought that their wickedness was somehow approved. It made them powerful. But they found out real fast that that was not the case. So it's party over for your enemies. It's getting ready to be great destruction for your enemies because they had the free will to pull back. They had the free will, even under the illusion that somehow you had lost. Even with the illusion placed in front of them, they had the free will to exercise some compassion or empathy, even under the impression that you had fallen flat on your face. And yet, in that moment, rather than saying, okay, I withdraw. Okay, I surrender to this fight because, okay, I won. This person is on the ground. No, they said, I'm going to kick them. Let's kick them. Let's kick the chosen. Let's see if we can do further damage so that they never get back up again. That was their objective. They took it way too far. So the Most High allowed them to believe that you was down for the count and that you wasn't getting back up again. Because there's a huge curveball that's being thrown at your enemies right now. For everything that they have done, everything that they planned and conspired to do, and everything that they would have done in the future had they been given the opportunity to do it. They're being judged. So the Most High is going to grant you something great behind the scenes, though. And you are going to bring your testimony. It's going to be expressed openly, but this gift that you're getting ready to receive, you're going to receive it in secret. And the Most High is doing it this way because these people really believed that they had foresight. They believed that they could see your destiny. They believed that they understood your destiny, and so they possessed all the tools to block your destiny. And so the Most High is showing these people something. The Most High is proving a point to these egotistical, wicked beings that working with low vibrational entities, attempting to sacrifice the chosen for their own ego and for the sake of being lifted up amongst their peers is one of the greatest mistakes that they could have ever made in their entire life. So the scales are now being balanced in your favor. And whatever this gift is, you're going to be working hard in silence. They're not going to see it coming. But because the gift is going to be so massive, it's going to be one of those things that even you can't hide it when you receive it. It's one of those things that can't be hidden, and it's because it's not meant to be hidden. It's only hidden during a specific period of you healing. But when you receive this gift, it's going to be the type of gift that is going to be so massive that even if you don't try to flaunt it or show it to the world, they're going to see it anyway. Because the Most High planned it in this way to remind your enemies that they have no power. They have no authority over the chosen. They have no control. No matter how many of them gather together and conspire together, no matter how much spell work, dark magic, sacrifices, evil eye, rituals, moon magic, whatever it is they think they're going to do to try to destabilize you, they hold no power, because the Most High's plan for you is going to be fulfilled whether they like it or not. You are rising into your divinity whether your enemies like it or not. And so this is a curveball. Your enemies are being gathered all in one place, on one accord. And while they celebrate, they're going to find that every last one of them, they're going to fall all at the same time. They're going to scatter like roaches, and they're not going to understand how did they go from a space of celebrating and believing that they had truly knocked you down to watching you rise so high that they don't even see this coming. It's going to throw them off balance, and it's going to remind them to never mess with you again, because the Most High is not playing about you. The Most High is not playing about your destiny and your purpose. Your spiritual team is not playing about you. These people did not believe that you had the power to overcome their manipulation, their tactics to try to bring you down. They did not believe that justice will work out in your favor. They did not believe in the divine protection that you have, but it wasn't for them to believe. This was all a part of the destined plan, was for them to allow their ego to get the best of them, so that when judgment came down upon their heads, they can't deny why the judgment is hitting them as hard as it is about to hit them. They don't see this. They're celebrating, they're drinking, they're being merry, they're laughing, and they are saying that you have lost, Chosen. They're saying that you're flat on your face and that, oh, your spiritual team, where are they at now? They couldn't protect you from what we just did now. That's what they're saying. But it's all a trick of the hand. And they are going to be unpleasantly surprised. Not just from your come up, but from their breakdown. This is getting ready to be a tower that they could never foresee. They could never predict. There's not enough high priestess that they could consult in order to gather any indicator or warning about what's coming their way. Nor could they consult a high priest or a high priestess to understand the gift that is getting ready to be granted to you, the overflow that you are getting ready to receive, because they don't know what direction it's coming from. This gift has even been hidden from you, Chosen, because while they were being tested to see would they continue to try to kick you while they was under the illusion that you was down, you were also being tested. You were also being tested to see, are you going to continue to persevere? Are you going to maintain a space of gratitude? Are you going to continue to work towards those goals and those gifts that the Most High has so gracefully and graciously granted to you? You passed the test. You continue to maintain your integrity. You continue to focus on those things that you love. You continue to do the work to become the best version of yourself. You continue to pray. You maintained your faith. And you kept going. There was no such thing as giving up for you. And so the reward is far greater than anything that you could ever imagine or your enemies could ever imagine. And all they're going to be able to do is watch you from the scenes, from behind the scenes, as they've been doing. But this time it's going to be from a different angle, because they're going to have to look up at you, because you're going to be so far elevated that they are not going to understand. How did you get there? How did you go from being flat on your face? How did you go from them believing that they had truly defeated you and brought you down to where you would never rise back up, to being so high that they are breaking their necks just to see you? How? That's going to be the question of the day for these people. So get ready, y'all. Great things are coming in for you, Chosen. Great demise is coming in for your enemies, though. They don't see what's getting ready to happen to them, but it's a good thing that they don't. Because they would probably take themselves out of here if they understood the consequence of their actions for working against you. But the Most High said, no, vengeance is mine. They don't get to take themselves out of here. That would be the easy route for them. No, the Most High said, vengeance is mine. I will exact judgment over their heads, and I will establish justice on behalf of the chosen. So get ready, y'all. Party is over. They drank and they're merry now. They celebrate now. But that's because the Most High just wanted to gather them on one accord, all in the same energy, so that when they're all taken down together, they know exactly why they're being taken down.